competing, and he said he's geeked up to play. And when you get a man and a Rick Carlisle answer, it's interesting to hear him say that. And his words were, he's geeked up to play. Man, Aldo's defeating the Thunder.
I feel like you'll have a choice in how long he's out there. Nice pass.
And nice finish.
Finish, no question about it. He's been so good. That's all you can say. As Coach Carlisle raved about him as Reddick on a curl, getting to that left hand for an easy finish.
He averages almost 18 a game this year. Brunson on the left side of the floor again. He finds Powell, and Powell goes up, and it will fall in with a foul. And a long rebound for Tobias Harris. This is the 23rd game he's played with the 76ers since the trade from the Clippers, and Harris drives and scores.
Kind of the glue guy,
yeah.
Harris. I mean, he's a guy that can fit, I think, in any situation. I think really going to help this team come playoff time.
Dirk against James Ennis. Oh, and you can hear the crowd, how excited they get anytime there's a touch for Dirk.
Just so strong, man. That's a pretty strong player, too. He did that on Reddick.
Oh, and Reddick has an opportunity for a 4-point play.
Now, Harris, a tremendous player. For whatever reason, he's had his struggles as Simmons bogarts his way to the rim.
The high turnover team, fourth most in the league, over 15 a game.
Yeah, they make up for it for rebounding. Jackson pulling the trigger.
Yep.
And making it count from the three-point line.
Locker room after the win, Harp.
It was there. And you're talking about guys that are being evaluated, obviously, as players. As Harris scores against Courtney Lee, shoots with a lot of confidence and great rotation. Exciting to look at.
Lee drives. Powell, put back attempt, second one. That's the one that goes down.
Not a lot of guys can outwork Dwight. He promised us one.
He did. And
we told him we would really give him love if he made another one.
He did not mess around on delivering on that promise. I mean, he was on the floor 10 seconds and, hey, I got something for you guys. A three. Trey Burke in the lane. Courtney Lee, way up and in. Okay. Simmons to Boban. Marjanovic got it back and powers up. Over 40 games, 42 with them to be exact. He's had limited opportunities to play with the Mavs.
Oh, beautiful.
Brokaw cutting and Mejri finds him. And out of character for him to go and have a donut at the free throw line.
Yeah, that doesn't happen much. He's a good free throw shooter.
Tight curl for the three, J.J. Redick. Offensive rebound for Salah. A three would tie up the game, but a two sounds like a good idea because nobody can stay in front of Trey Burke right now.
I thought you were going to say you learned that time is a flat circle.
No,
Oh, he taught me that last year.
He pulled you aside before a game. Jonah Bolden, the rookie who misses a corner three.
He takes threes.
And he makes a fair dose.
Yeah, he does.
Dwight
So
Powell.
does this guy, yeah, Dwight Powell shooting 30% from the three-point line.
Rolled away from Powell. Burke picked it up. Late clock. Burke's going to have to bail out the possession, which he does.
Really?
He was dancing. Mavericks regain the lead. A cut, a bounce pass. Redick with a score. That was Bolden. Tried to hit me after the whistle.
Oh, BK did?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
and I got up, and I mean, there was lots of expletives and challenges to fight as Dirk hits the jumper.
You bowed up on you?
I did. Dribble handoff to Finney Smith. And Toto drives and scores and is fouled.
Great attack that time.
Finney Smith for three and a blocked shot by Ben Simmons. He's blocked three three-pointers tonight. Mejri with the ball and the drive and the score. That was an 0-for on the line by Ben Simmons. Drive, Maxi Kleba with the left hand on the drive coming across the paint. Didn't have a good line the other night, went 4 for 17 for the floor. Trapping Philadelphia. Dallas broke that press, and they have an open shot because of it, and that open shot is a made three ball, corner pocket, Dorian Finney-Smith. But Brunson keeps the ball in play along the sideline, and now Brunson drives it again. He finds Dirk. Everybody wants it to go down, and it does! With the shooter's bounce at 40 years old, he still knows.
From the outside, and then there's Boston. That should be interesting to see. I wouldn't let that guy drive right by me, Mark.
Harris had trouble gathering it in, but now he's got it, and he's ready to have a go against Powell. Nope, he'll give it up. Shot fake drive, and a two-hander by James Ennis. The rules are that it doesn't count as a year if you don't step on the floor for a minute, so I didn't have a problem with it. But Donovan Mitchell did. You are right, Skin. And Skin had a problem with it, too. Centennial, the Patriots in Garland.
Awesome. Boy, he's got some hops, too.
Shot is good for Tobias Harris.
Nice to see his development, especially stretching out to that three-point line.
Drive, Harris. Harris has 16 points, gave it up to McConnell. Reddick has the most points tonight for Philly, but he's done in the game right now with 21.
I mean, he's a generational talent. He just does so many things, and his skill and feel is off the charts. I mean, historically off the charts for his age.
You know, a minute ago, I have to say, I got really nostalgic.
Climb together, because there was a moment there where obviously many moments where we could have not believed or taken our foot off the gas slightly. You know, you get a lot of guys with NBA talent. Days are gone on the planet. You know,
right.
The secrets are out, and so, you know, for me, it was an opportunity to, you know, to help a younger player go through some of the things that I went through. You can always criticize the current guys. I love the current game. I love the current talent. I think it's exciting. I think it's a beautiful game. I think the sport's trending in the right direction. I've been lucky to be around a lot of great and really impactful coaches and people that have had an impact on this game, you know, in its history, not just in season to season. Or take a guy down, bump him once or twice, fake and spin. Like, not a lot of guys are doing it from the three-point line. Now everyone's trying to emulate him for good reason.
6% tonight for the 76ers. A huge night for the Mavericks bench. 40 points compared to just 13 for Philadelphia's. And Dallas is scoring more points in the paint than the 76ers tonight.
Just a spectacular mind for the NBA and for the game in general.
I tell you what, as a guy who grew up here from the very beginning, to look there and see the two greatest point guards in Dallas Mavericks history sitting there together with headsets on.
Here, Skin, let
That
me
was
give you
special.
this money.
Come on, man. I just got giddy.
And Joel Embiid out.
You took the words out of my mouth, and they really missed those guys. That would give them more places to go, but better.
Kleba, he'll let it fly, and he hits a three-pointer. But it takes time for rookies. I'm sure it will, given Milton's shooting prowess on the hilltop. Simmons with a strong drive. McConnell with it. Long rebound, Justin Jackson. Up ahead, Finney Smith, and there will be no chase down block this time as Finney Smith rears back and drops the hammer. I'm out on the floor, called by Philadelphia. It is all Dallas tonight. Finney Smith coming at you. From Lakeview Centennial High School in Garland, Jair Smith is out on the floor right now. The former Texas Tech Red Raider. Wood Highsmith is on the floor for Philadelphia right now, number 7, just his 3rd NBA game. Fascinating story, the Division II Player of the Year in college ball last year. That is a 3 dropped in by Justin Jackson. It rims out. Brokoff has 6 points tonight, but hasn't made a 3 in the game. It's all been cuts and scores to the basket.
Old friends with McConnell's dad, so he's here every time the Sixers are here. And I look over and he's got the biggest grin on his face every time CJ does.
He's got a big grin because Salah Mejri just hit another three-pointer. Out of the mix for a few days, and that's a long wait. Even if you think you're probably going to be back, right? You never know what can happen.
Know.
It's pick and roll time. Mejri hammers it home. That is fouled.
The entire Mav bench is flexing over there.
Doubt about how his teammates feel about him.
Well, we used to see this frequently by Mejri.
Videos of that shared on Fox Sports Southwest social media. Already is, as a matter of fact. Final score, though, is 122-102. Fun night again for the Mavs to beat the Philadelphia 76ers.